Welcome to Stock Talk. Today we're doing a deep dive into CrowdStrike, a ticker CRWD.
That's right. We're looking at a specific investment thesis, a strategic analysis doc dated June 5th, 2025.
And just to be clear, our mission here is to, unpack the viewpoint in this specific document. What's it saying? Why?
What does it think you should know about CrowdStrike right now?
Exactly.
And critically, like always on these deep dives, this is not financial advice. We're exploring the arguments in the source.
Yep, purely informational. We're not endorsing it, not telling you what to do. Always do your own homework.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this analysis kicks off right after CrowdStrike's Q1 2026 earnings. It points out the stock dropped 5.77% to $460.56.
Right, following the results and what the source calls conservative guidance for Q2.
So a bit of pressure there.
Yeah, but the analysis immediately frames this differently. It suggests this dip might actually be, an opportunity for long-term folks.
An entry point.
Potentially, yeah. According to their analysis anyway, it puts out a 24 to 36-month target range of $625 to $750.
Wow. Okay, so quite bullish long-term despite the dip.
That's the core argument, really. The source believes that, despite any near-term hiccups, CrowdStrike is sort of uniquely set up for this AI-driven cybersecurity revolution it talks about.
And how are they uniquely positioned? What's the reasoning?
Well, the document highlights three main things. Charlotte AI, their specific AI tech, this massive cybersecurity data set they have, and their whole platform consolidation play.
Okay, let's dig into Charlotte AI first. The source uses the term agentic AI. What's revolutionary there, according to them?
So the key thing they stress is that it doesn't just suggest actions, it can actually take them autonomously.
Ah, okay, so it does stuff, not just flag stuff.
Exactly. And they claim really high accuracy, like over 98% in detection triage compared to humans, and huge productivity gains, saving teams 40-plus hours a week.
That's pretty significant.
It is, and the source ties this capability directly back to CrowdStrike's data. Over 10 years of it, trillions of events, data from, 24,000 customers feeding into it?
So that's the network effect, right? More customers, more data, smarter AI.
Precisely. It's a feedback loop. The analysis argues this combo, the agentic AI plus the constantly learning dataset, creates a real competitive advantage.
Makes sense. And what about the market overall?
Huge opportunity, the source says, citing projections, anywhere from $300 billion up to maybe $878 billion by 2030.
Driven by what?
Things like the AI arms race needing faster defenses, and this trend of companies wanting fewer, more integrated security platforms instead of, dozens of point solutions.
And CrowdStrike's position in that market now.
Pretty strong, according to the document. They note $4.44 billion in annual recurring revenue, ARR, growing 22% year over year.
And they have a big target, right? $10 billion.
Yeah, aiming for $10 billion ARR by fiscal 2031. Plus, they mentioned deep penetration, like 70% of the Fortune 100 are customers.
Okay, but the analysis must address the elephant in the room, that big outage back in July 2024.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. It acknowledges the scale, 8.5 million devices affected, potential global economic hit over $5 billion. It was a big deal.
So how does a bullish analysis handle that?
Well, it frames it as a manageable one-time event, basically argues CrowdStrike learned from it, put in fixes like better testing, staggered rollouts.
Operational improvements.
Right. And the key data point the source highlights is that gross retention stayed high, 97%, even after that, suggesting, customers stuck with them.
Okay. So the source sees loyalty remained intact.
That seems to be their interpretation, yes. So summing up the competitive edge, data network effects, broad platform, AI, leadership, those are the positives stressed.
But it does mention risks, too.
It does. Operational risks, obviously highlighted by the outage, AI competition heating up, and valuation concerns, given it's a high-growth stock.
And any mitigating factors mentioned.
Yeah, they point to the balance sheet. CrowdStrike apparently had $4.61 billion in cash, providing a cushion.
Gotcha. So, to recap this specific analysis, it's definitely bullish on CrowdStrike, sees the AI angle and market position as key strengths, and views a recent stock pressure in even that major outage as, manageable bumps in the road.
Right. And again, this was just us unpacking one analysis for you, not advice.
Yeah.
But it does leave you with something to think about, drawing from the source's themes.
Yeah.
Well, if AI is becoming central to both attacking and defending, how does that arms race truly change cybersecurity? And what does that really mean for companies seen as leaders in that AI defense space, like CrowdStrike is positioned in this particular document?
Interesting thought. Definitely something to mull over as you do your own research.